Hi everyone, thanks a lot for watching this short video on Cyberark PAM integration with AWS RDS. I have gotten several requests from prospects, customers and partners lately asking us, hey, whether Cyberark can still help them in terms of managing the credentials and in terms of session management for AWS managed databases. So that's the reason I thought of creating this short video. So this is the brief agenda I have put together. First, we will discuss what is AWS RDS, and then we will discuss upon whether CyberArk existing plugins can still be used or something else needs to be done. Last but not the least, I have prepared a interesting demo where I will be showcasing two different use cases around AWS RDS. First, let's see what is AWS RDS. So as you all know, RDS is nothing but is a managed database offering by AWS. So with the help of this particular offering, customers don't have to worry about the performance, high availability, security, reliability, patching, backups, and all these aspects. Customer can focus upon their applications, and most of the heavy lifting is done by AWS on the backend. So within RDS service, if you go to the console, you will be able to see it has different flavors and customers can pick and choose. So the flavors they like the most or flavor that suits their requirement. So last but not the least, within RDS, there is another offering, Amazon Aurora. So as per AWS, they states that, hey, this Aurora is like 5 times faster and almost 1/10 of the cost as compared to the regular RDS based offering. And they do have some sort of a self-healing kind of a capability as well. So now let's jump on to the interesting part. So the most frequent question we get from the prospects and the customers, hey, whether they can still use the existing plugins from the marketplace or not. Answer is yes, why not? You can still leverage upon all the existing plugins. I have personally tried out few plugins on my own and it worked perfectly fine. It's very similar to your on-premise databases. There is nothing much difference. So let's jump onto the demonstration. For this entire demonstration, I have prepared two different use cases. The first one is the password and the session management for RDS Microsoft SQL flavor. For the second demonstration or second use case, I have picked Amazon Aurora MySQL flavor. I have downloaded the CPM and PSM plugin from the Cyberark marketplace. So there was small issue with the MySQL plugin when it comes to the PSM. So the small issue was there was some problem in the auto-it script as the class name of the password field and OK button has been changed slightly. So one of my colleague, he helped me to fix it. In case you guys are facing any kind of issue, please do let us know and we shall be more than happy to help you out in your entire journey. So let's jump onto the demonstration. So let me bring up my AWS console. In my AWS console, you are able to see two different databases. The database number one, so as the name states, and from the engine you can see we are leveraging upon the Microsoft SQL Server Edition, Express Edition. For the second database is named as the database number two. So I have spin off or I'm using a Aurora MySQL flavor. Okay, again, we can go to the database. You can see all these different settings, endpoints. So I'll be onboarding this particular account onto the Cyberark. And we can go to the database number two. In the database number two, so you are able to see two different endpoints, writer and the reader endpoint. I will be onboarding the writer endpoint onto the Cyberark. So let me bring up my Cyberark web console. So this is my Cyberark web console where we will be logging as Daniel. Daniel is the database administrator. Let me log in with my own credentials. And once I am able to log in, you are able to see two different accounts. Okay. So the first one is this one is a RDS Microsoft SQL Server. The first one is your Amazon Aurora MySQL database. First, let's look into the session management for this Microsoft SQL Server privilege account. So what I'll do, I'll simply click on a connect button and then I will double click. So it's going to open up the Microsoft SQL Server Studio, and it takes around like 30 to 60 seconds to open up this Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. So we are able to log in, and then once I am able to click on the databases, you are able to see all these 4 different databases. You can go to the security option or you can do whatever you want. So in a way, we have successfully able to connect to the Microsoft SQL Server database. So then what we can do, we can simply click on a disconnect, and then for the demonstration of the password management perspective, what we can do, we can simply copy the existing password. Let me open up my notepad, and so this is the current password. So what we can do, I will simply click on a change button, and it takes around like 30 seconds to 60 seconds to change the password. So we will revisit on this particular account later on. So let's look at the Amazon Aurora MySQL account. For this one, what I'll do, the same drill, I will simply click on a connect button, then I will double click, and let's see whether we are able to connect to the Microsoft Aurora database. Okay, here your MySQL Workbench client is going to open up, and you are able to see here we are able to connect it. Let's click on a server status. You are able to see we are able to see all these connection names. If I go to the client connection, you are able to see all these different settings. So you can go to the users and privileges. So these are the 4 different users. You can go to the dashboard. You are able to see all these different settings, and you can run all the queries or whatever you want. So in short, we were able to connect to the this Amazon Aurora successfully with one of the Cyberark's plugin. So I'll go back, and then what we will do, we'll go back to our RDS account and let's see whether the password has been changed or not. So looks like the password has been changed successfully. The time it changed the password, CPM changed the password is 9:47. So here we are able to see 9:48. So what we can do, I will simply copy the password, and we can go there and we can see here the password has been successfully changed for AWS RDS Microsoft SQL Server. So now what we can do, we can go to the Amazon Aurora and let's copy the password. So let's copy the password, and then I will do the same thing. I will click on the change button. So once I click on the change button, same as before, it takes like a couple of seconds to change the passwords. So now we can see the password has just been changed. It took around like 30 to 60 seconds. So let's copy the password and let's paste it into our notepad. And here you can see the password has been changed successfully. So that's what concludes the today's demonstration and the short video around how Cyberark can help you to manage the AWS RDS databases. So thanks a lot for watching this video.